So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Elise. Now it's Thuram. Doué. Klaus. And it's Doué.
Mbappe is having a shot!
And he's there to belt it away. Chouameni. Now Saliba. France are looking to break at pace. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mbappe gets into some space. Lovely feed, he is such a good mover. He's in a great position here.
Great chance!
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. Hernandez with the short one. And he welcomes it in. He has a look. Can he finish? And that was very necessary. Klaus. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. That is good alertness. So we're still where we started right now. Digne. And it's Chouameni. France looking to pass their way through. Koundé. Thuram is firing after that one. Doué. Nicely weighted ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Thuram. Klaus is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Now it's Mbappe. Doué. Klaus. Klaus carries the ball down the right. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Chouameni for Olise. Camavinga. Chouameni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's onside. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Back in possession and ready to go again. Little pass back. Searching pass he's played there.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Zaire Emery. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Oh, that's superb. Mbappe! Goal! France! And France are in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
He's a sharp little ball here. Thuram. And the finish! It's fallen kindly here. And it's in. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just a
goal! Goal! Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
France take the lead. Now it's Mbappe. Now here's big header. And want to be quick to recover this. Hernandez gets good distance. And we've reached half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Olise gets his final warning. And it's Conte. Now it's Thuram. Klaus. Olise. He won't be happy with that one. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to play it through. Now, what about a counter-attack? Knocks it into space. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Now it's Doué. And that has been cleared. Chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Deftly away. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Passes short and sharp. Doué purring. There's the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Has another go! And that is wildly off target.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Changement
We
pour la
have got
France.
changes here from both
Le
sides, in
numéro 6,
fact.
Le numéro 11. Le numéro 9. À leur place, le numéro 18. Le numéro 24. Le numéro 7. Attention, changement.
Klaus. And here's Elise. Klaus. Always played it in low. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
That's going to go a long way. Opts to... Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Colomwani actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Koundé is there to clear. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, just skips past his man. Camavinga.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Can he get it through? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Looking for the run. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Doué. 75 minutes played. Nicely spread. Klaus. Dembele.
France surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 21, le numéro 22. À leur place, le numéro
And he's there to clear
le
it.
numéro 2, le numéro 3.
Pavard clears.
Digne. Changement en cours.
Camavinga. Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
France finding their passes. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He's shifting through the gears here. Nice control. And it's Doué. Brilliantly cut out.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now, can they get him away? Camavinga unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tries to get it clear. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Thinks about the shot. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. 2 minutes to be added on. Elise, looking to play him in, turns and goes back. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! They have Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Le numéro 20.
The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So to clarify, extra time will follow.
Votre attention s'il vous plaît. Les propriétaires des voitures en stationnement sur la bretelle d'accès au stade sont priés de les déplacer immédiatement.
So our quest to find the winner continues. France displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Decent chance! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, Cola fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Klaus aimed beyond the defence. He's being urged to shoot. Colomwani showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Barcola just eases him off the ball. And he's gone looking for safety.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Out to the right. Pavard. That is lovely. Barcola. And the counter-attack is on for France. Zaire Emery promptly onto that, and that is that. Opts for safety. Pavard. Dembele. And he's quick to get it clear again. Saliba. And it's Tchouaméni. And it's Zaire Emery. Tries to pass it through. He's had a shot! There's the whistle, and the first period of extra time ends on a dramatic note. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Changement.
And we're off for the final time. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Tchouaméni.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Good ball, good take. Has a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Mbappe. And that has left him in a heap. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he's going to have his name taken.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 8.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Olise touches it back. That's very neat. Now, this could be a chance. That's good play. Digne did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Colomouani.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe is fouled. And he is going into that little black book. Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area. And distance is no problem here. The angle's tight for a shot. Picked out brilliantly. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. That's a decent clearance. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Fofana does well to get it back. Oh, it's Dembele. Zaire Emery. Saliba gets it clear. And that is it. There will be penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
Now the time for brave hearts and strong minds. Digne is first to take the long walk. And he's found the net.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one. Never looked in doubt, really. He just did what he was asked.
So, the second man in line.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Up steps Mr. Dependable. That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Doué will take the third penalty. Oh, what a save!
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
The third man in the queue. Denied! He's made the save!
Well, he didn't hit that with any sort of conviction, and it's an easy save in the end.
Barcola is the fourth man to step up.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Hernandez comes up, their fourth taker. Coolly into the bottom corner. 3 each. Fofana with the last of the first 5 penalties. denied remarkably.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
So can he do it? That's won it! France have done it. Taken to the very edge they may have been, but they have prevailed through sheer strength of personality.
Well, there's really nothing quite like the excitement of...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. That has not gone well. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe proves just a little bit. Chance! And for a moment, time stood still. No, he's not getting his way this time. Well timed, excellent interception. Played out to the left flank. Threads one in. Well, that is one way to stop him. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Koundé gets over and intercepts. Hernandez. And the pass is intercepted. Thuram might just make this. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. That has been cut short. That's a lovely, neat pass. It's a really well-measured ball. Olise. Tries to play it through. Played out to the right. And here's Thuram, and he shoots! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. France are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. He won't be happy with that one. Digne. And here's Doué. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Doué. Great vision. Can he get on the end of this? Thuram. Saliba. Thuram is onto it in a flash. Klaus. Klaus tries making a foray down the right. Mbappe. Chouameni. For Olise. Nicely weighted ball. Doué. Now it's Thuram.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Klaus. Good ball, good take. Shot could be on. Chance for a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Mbappe tries to pass it through. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's been drilled forward. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Mbappe concedes a free kick for that. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Pretty robust defending.
Nice physical challenge. Koundé. Chouameni. Olise. Ball played for Klaus. Looking to play him in. Klaus. Cross needs to be good. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Nice defending, it's got the job done. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Camavinga is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning. And the half-time whistle goes. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So off we go once more.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shapes to shoot! Good try, the outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Klaus. Olise. Opts for safety. And it's Chouameni.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, that's well spotted. Digne. Saliba. Thuram being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Great ball, and he's in here. Real chance. Decent chance! It's hit the upright. Now, who's going to be first to this? Has a look and place it forward. Elise. Played towards the other side. And it's Doué. Now that looks a decent ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can clear their lines. Quality ball. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Elise. Takes a shot! It's there! The breakthrough arrives at last! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 22.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Le numéro 2.
Chouameni really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, that's nice.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, it's Dembele. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And it's Hernandez. Now it's Barcola. Out to the left it goes. Oh, nice touch. And that's played in low.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
France are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pavard. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 10. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 20.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Elise. Here's Barcola. Chips it through. And that has been cleared. Played out towards the right wing. Klaus. Crosses, big header!
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Looking for options for movement. Now it's Barcola. He's shifting through the gears here. Picked up. There's the shot! It's in! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. And we're done. France perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello.
And that's it. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, nice touch. Nice bit of trickery. Lovely bit of skill. Look at the space here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Out to the left it goes. Opts to play it back. Thuram. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Knocks it into space. Mbappe picks it up out wide. Olise. Olise! It's run loose. Who's going to get it? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chouameni. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Now, this could be a chance. Hernandez. Can he get on the end of this?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Klaus. Klaus. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries to play it through. That's good play. That's a super give and go. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Thuram did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Mbappe gets through on his own. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
France's free kick then. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. He's had a crack. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Oh, a delicate chip through. Chouameni. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. And the ball's come loose here. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Now it's Thuram. Chouameni. Great vision. Thinks about the shot. Threads one in. Nicely aimed pass. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now there's a fine ball. Olise deals with that comfortably.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Camavinga producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Tchouaméni powering forward here. Tchouaméni, and it's Camavinga. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's there to belt it away. Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Thuram. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Klaus. Upamecano spots it and intercepts. Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe knocks it out wide. Koundé goes sliding in. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half.
France are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Olise. Ball played for Klaus. Olise. And it's Camavinga. And it's Tchouaméni. Klaus has it out wide and in space. Klaus made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Klaus. Tchouaméni. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Cleared away. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Koundé over to the other side. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. And it's Hernandez. Stood up well to him there. Could move up a gear here. Thuram under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Aimed beyond the defence. Klaus receives it in a wide position. Oh, important interception. Camavinga. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Looking for the run. Now it's Camavinga. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Great run on the overlap here. Camavinga, played out wide. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Thuram. Oh, that's a fine interception. Klaus. Now that looks a decent ball. He's through here. Danger averted for now. And that is as far as they're going to go. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Changement
We
pour la
have got
France.
changes here from
Le
both
numéro
sides, in
22,
fact.
le numéro 21, le numéro 6, le numéro 11, le numéro 10.
France are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Le numéro 24, le numéro 20, le
Looking to
numéro
play him
7.
in.
Changement en cours.
Well read, nice interception. Well, nicely intercepted. Can he get it through? There they go, hunting in packs. Pavard. Now, can they get him away? Tries a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zaire Emery. And it's Hernandez. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Great chance! It's loose. Oh, what has happened here? Fires it in low.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Pavard.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Can he finish? And he has kicked it out somehow.
Dembele is offering a wry smile there.
Desperate defending required here. They've played it short. That's tidy. And it's Chouameni.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Doué.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's on it, can he get away? And here's Doué. And that's played in low. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time.
Mesdames et messieurs, je vous demande toute votre attention. Un petit garçon avec un sac à dos vert s'est perdu dans la foule. Ses parents sont priés de se manifester auprès d'un de nos stadiers. Changement pour la France. Le numéro 8. À sa place, le numéro 26. Attention, changement.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Digne. And Zaire Emery. Digne. So nearly the perfect ball.
France really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Now it's Doué. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Hernandez. Zaire Emery. Chouameni. And here's Barcola.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Doué. Fofana. Knocks it into space. This might spell danger.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Digne. Strong running down that left flank. Doué. Fofana. Extra time reaches half-time. There are plenty of tired limbs and minds out there. We may be looking at penalties here.
Changement.
And so the last chance to find a winner. 105 minutes of football and it is still goalless. It is going to come down to one moment.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Conte, looking to play him in. And a chance! Oh, that's incredible! And that might well be that! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So the first goal of the game.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, super ball. Conte, little pass back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Koundé. It's Dembele.
Une minute.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Doué. Zaire Emery gets a foot in here. And that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. Olise. And it's Chouameni. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Olise. Oh, that's superb. Aimed beyond. Shapes to shoot! It's bounced back off the post. And he's heaved it away. Klaus. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played. And here's Mbappe. Played back in. Now, can they get him away? Fires it in low. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's a decent clearance. Can he get on the end of this? And it's made its way to him. And that's played in low.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's had it taken off him. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Olise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find a little bit of space and then do serious damage. But potential was always in his game from a very young age, and he's realising that potential now, and he really is growing into something quite devastating.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Big chance! Goal! France! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out...
Olise! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mbappe. Now it's Olise.
This is the time you need that pace. France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Camavinga tries a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's there to clear it. And it's Chouameni. Thuram! No mistake! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he can clear it away. And claimed it back swiftly. Knocks it into space. Turns and goes back. Oh, that's neat. Camavinga, and he shoots! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. France have their second corner now. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. France have their third corner. Cleared without hesitation. Well, they've got it again. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now the delivery. And he's there to clear it. Camavinga. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Koundé. Here's Tchouaméni. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And it's Tchouaméni. Can he get it through? Mbappe! Olise.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That's going to go a long way. Klaus charging forward down that flank. Well, and there is the half-time whistle. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. We're back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
France have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Iñigo, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Camavinga. Tchouaméni. It's Camavinga. Olise. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Mbappe. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Now it's Olise. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Olise. Olise. Thuram receives it in a good position here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Klaus for Olise. And it's Camavinga. Great vision. Good ball, good take. That's very neat. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Olise. And the pass is intercepted. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Olise. Well, that's beautifully weighted. There's the shot! Goal! France! And the comeback is complete! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Après 75 minutes de jeu par le numéro 10. Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 21.
France go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Spread out to the left. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Doué. Conte. Chouameni. Hops for safety. Ball played for Klaus. Fofana. Pavard. Played back. Tries to play it through. Quick! Sticks it away! Pavard. And it's Doué. He has found the way through. Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Looks to the other side. And he's intervened well there. Barcola. Dembele. Upamecano does well to get it back. So that's it. It is all over. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve. And it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.